Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're heading back to my thrift store. I have a beautiful haul to share with you all, so let's get right into the video. Lately, I have been loving handmade pottery. These were so beautiful. I love the colors. I just couldn't figure out how I would use them. And how adorable is this little teapot? I loved seeing all the vintage in beautiful pastels, spring and Easter colors.
You in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by. A thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh.
Here I'm just slowly scanning the shelves to give you guys an overall look at all the things. Comment below what you think is interesting on these shelves, or you feel has some value or just has a story. I love learning new things and you all give such valuable feedback.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say, you're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you.
This little Japanese trinket box was so adorable. It's the art of chokin or chokin. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I love the gold around the trim, and this vase here has the same art on it. It's really so special.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo. Give up.
This little letterbox just took me back to my childhood. I don't know what about it. It may be how this picture is on the front. I also really liked this little wooden piece here. That gold inset was really pretty. It did have some damage to it, so I left it behind, but I really like that.
And it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid.
I found this little storage box tucked under the clothing racks. I suspect people tuck things away to come back for it later when the color tag is on sale. I didn't get this, but I think at $12.99 it was a good deal.
You, ooh, ooh. So slow. Hold you in my arms, won't let go.
I love the style of this little canister here, but this isn't a color that I can use, so I left that. But this little lantern was so adorable. Not sure why I left it. It does look like something I would naturally pick up, and I don't remember why, but there must have been a reason why I put it back.
And it shows, if I'm honest, you're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh.
I have been seeing musical instruments a lot more often lately, but definitely something to keep in mind if you're musical. I imagine these items can be expensive, so you may just find a deal if you check around at the thrift stores.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows, if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say, you're the rose in a garden, and it shows, if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August.
Would you believe that this is a candle? This is by far the biggest candle I have ever seen. Must have been handmade. Really interesting. You really never know what you would run into at the thrift store. You see so many different types of items, and look at the size of this tree. This thing was so realistic. The bark, the stems, the leaves all looked so real, and it was huge. And by the time I got in line, it was at the front. Someone had already purchased it. I hope you enjoyed coming along to thrift with me. Of course, there's so much more, but it's always a challenge fitting it into the video without it being too long. So I try to show you guys the highlights of my visits. Anyway, if you saw last week's video, you would remember that I did place that big mirror right behind me above this dresser. And I did mention that it may not actually stay here, and it didn't. I was working on something else and it did fit perfectly over there. That's going to be next week's video, so make sure you're subscribed and you turn on your notifications so you don't miss seeing that mirror in its final place. For now, I just put the big frame that I got. I'm not into putting frames up with nothing in it, but I just wanted that to be somewhere out of the way, so I put it there for now until I can decide on what I want to put in it. So I wanted to say that just so that you're not wondering what happened with the mirror. Speaking of last week's video, I did cut out some of the items that I recorded then. The video was going to be too long, so I decided to cut some of those items out, and I'm going to share with you now, and hopefully that doesn't backfire on me and make this video too long. So let's get right into it. The first one is this bowl. This is a vintage bowl, has these 4 little legs, and of course it's the amber color, you guys know. I paid $15 for this. Was it the best deal? I don't know, but I love the bowl and I use it for fruit. I interchange between the wooden bowls that you guys have seen me thrift in the past with something like this. The bottom of it has kind of a raised pattern of fruit, and I thought it was really, really beautiful. I also got this little hand painted plaque. It's really pretty. It's about 6 inches, so it's not really a huge plaque. I just love how peaceful this older gentleman is there playing the violin. I love the colors in it. I think this could be nice, like, you know, in the hallway or somewhere there's like a small wall. On the back it says, "This Artini masterpiece is made from nature's most beautiful and durable raw materials, superior to ivory and Carrara marble, which is so closely resembles. Artini masterpieces will become more beautiful with age, and in time, no doubt will become collector items." Okay, last week I was also very anxious to share these guys with you all, but I did have to take it out. These, I believe, are water buffaloes. I think that this one can be used as a door stopper. They're also great for shelf styling, table decor. These are both brass. It seems like I am collecting animals in brass, but Some of them I can't resist. They are so adorable and I really love this pairing. They were sold separately, but there was no way I could just take one and leave the other one. They didn't make the cut last week, but I was so anxious to share them with you guys. Another item I cut out from last week's video was this basket. Well, I don't know if it's a basket, but it's like a storage box. Also from the new thrift store. So all those other items I did get from the new thrift store that I went to in the last video. I love this little basket. I paid $1.99 for this. It looks like it's missing the knob on the top there. I have a lot of hardware that I can choose from to put on there, so I'm very excited about that. I love the details on it. It looks like these little triangles that are going around the top there are like mother of pearl. They're a little bit iridescent. There's a little bit of a, I don't know if you can catch that, but besides that, I loved the detail around the top there. It's a very sturdy box. In my opinion, you could never have enough of these type of storage boxes because they do hide a lot of the clutter. I also got this pair of pottery. It looks like it's handmade pottery. The back of one just has the letter B. It has a little hole on the back of this one, and this one has 2 holes on the back. So it's ready to be mounted on the wall, and I love these for outside. You guys have heard me talk about my back patio that I've been working on, and I have been looking out for little things like this that I can put on the wall and maybe put some greenery, some plants coming out of it. It does have what looks like Chinese writing on it. Let me know if you can identify anything that's written on these. I would really appreciate that. If it is Chinese writing at all, it may just be scribbles, but I love them. So on a different trip over to my thrift store, I saw this little handmade piece of pottery, and the colors and everything was so similar to those wall things that I just shared. I picked this up because I figured I can use this out there again with some sort of greenery coming out of it. $3.99 but half price, so I paid $2 for this. This is another piece of pottery that I just could not resist. I thought it was so beautiful. I love the shape of it. It's that red terracotta color, but it does have like green, like a glazed green on the inside, and it's really pretty. This is the time of year I love to decorate with silver. You guys know I love brass, so I do collect a lot of brass items. In the spring and the summer, I love using silver and crystal and clear glass because I think it just has a fresh, clean feel to it. It does feel a lot lighter, and so I love decorating with things like that at this time of the year. And so I got these little candle stands. They are plated and they were half price. They were $6 each, so I paid $6 for both. I just loved all the detail on it. I love the height of it, so I'm excited to use these right away. I also picked up this guy. It is a very patinaed silver. This is from the Gordinger Silver Art Company. I just love the shape of it. I'm not sure that candles will actually stay in those, but on its own, it's very pretty. I love the patina, and I paid $2.99. And of course, I think this is ideal around Christmas time, so I am gonna put him away along with some of the other things that I pick up throughout the year that I would use at Christmas time. I also got this pair of candle holders. As you can see, the top has this tulip type shape with the frosted glass. There is brass like on the top and the bottom with black in the middle. And I just really loved these. It does say solid brass underneath. I think these are great for this time of the year as well and into the summer. I also picked up this little guy. This is a brass candle stand, and I do have quite a collection of candle stands, but I just love finding them in unique shapes and sizes. I really love the design of this, and I love the height. I love the color of it. I did pay $10 for this, but it is solid brass, and again, I love finding things with different heights and shapes, and I think that this will also be great for shelf styling. I also got this little guy. It seems like I have quite a bit of swans now. I believe that I'm missing the other side of this swan because there was a lot of tape on it, and it was evident that somebody opened it and took the other piece out. I was only able to get him by himself, but he's elegant and beautiful all by himself. So this haul does have quite a bit of brass in it. I'm just now realizing how many brass items I have in this haul, but it does open on the top. It's like a jar. It's just really a canister that has the look of a lantern. The glass is very, very thick. So I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it definitely needs to clean up, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to use it for. But initially I was thinking, I do have those floating shelves in my kitchen and I change the stuff on there pretty often, and I think that this would be nice on the taller shelf. So I may not be using this to put anything in it, but I just thought it was great for decorating. Oh my goodness, I was so excited to share these with you guys. Of course they're brass, but I just loved everything about this. I love the design of it. I love the size of it. They were sold as a pair, so they were wrapped up together. I have incorporated this into next week's video. So again, make sure you subscribe so that you see this worked into the other things that I'm going to share next week. I only found one book on this haul. This is poetry by Churchill, and you can tell that this book has been around for a while just by the discoloration of the paper. It's a little tatted up on the corners. I love the blood red color of it. I think it's a very, very pretty color. I was hoping to find more of them and I looked, but this was the only one I found on that trip. I also got this little marble trinket box, which I thought was so beautiful. The top has these two little birds or doves. They are alabaster, and then the actual box is made of some type of marble, but it's so pretty. It does have like gray and pink colors in it. These little boxes are great when you're trying to get some height. You can put them on top of a couple of books and it does give some height depending on what you're doing, but I love picking these up. And of course it's very practical because you can put little things in here that you want to hide and eliminate some of the clutter. I also got this wall sconce. This is originally from Bombay. I'm not sure how old this is, but I love the style of it. This is very on trend right now. This is a very substantial piece and I think it could stand alone. I just have to figure out where I'm going to put it, and I probably am not going to keep it in this chrome color, either brass or black depending on where I use it, but I absolutely love this. It was $12.99. I don't think it was half price. I think I paid the $12.99 for this, but I really, really loved it. I'm not sure how long ago I'm not sure how long ago Bombay made this, but I really, really love the style of it. I love things that appear to have some sort of a vintage style to it, but still modern. And I think this encompasses both a modern look and somewhat of an aged look. I don't know. I also got this little vintage lamp. I thought this was so adorable. It is not in the best condition. It does have quite a bit of rusting on certain parts, but immediately I had ideas in how to fix that. This did come with a little Ziploc bag that had some crystals in it. So I imagine that they do suspend around this middle part. It doesn't seem like all the pieces are there, but those are not hard to find. So if I do want to add them or just put all new ones, that is an option. These two metal parts, I'll probably keep it the way it is and I'll just fix those areas that has that rust on it. I love the marble base and the little legs on the bottom. It has 4 little brass legs on the bottom. And of course, you know something's vintage when the plug looks like this. But this was only $6.99. I thought it was so cute. It didn't come with this, I forgot what you call this. I just put this on and I put the bulb in just to test it out. I just happened to have a couple extra of these, so I put it on and I was testing out different little shades to see. You guys remember when I purchased a couple of these little shades that I didn't use and I was going to put it in a different color. I was trying out a couple of them just to see which would work. This is an option, although I may not keep it that color, but it's an option. So I was just playing around with different ones just to see what I would like the best. I'm excited to do a little project on this and give it a whole new life. And I always save my favorite piece for last. I have been so excited to share this with you guys because this is something that I have been looking out for every time I thrift. This is an alabaster lamp and it is so beautiful. It was originally $30, but half price tag, I paid $15 and I absolutely love this lamp. It also didn't come with the piece on the top or a bulb or anything, but I did test it out and it works, and I can't wait to incorporate this into my decor. I have seen a few people thrift a couple of these in different styles and I always thought they were so beautiful. I do love alabaster, so no doubt that I would love these lamps, but I have been looking out for this. The minute I saw this, I ran so fast and put it in my cart. I didn't even look at the price. I just picked it up and put it in my cart, and I knew I would figure it out after. And it's so heavy. It's not in perfect condition. There's some little chipping around the top here. It's not something that's apparent or very visual. I actually do like some wear. This has been around a long time. The little bit of wear in it does add to the character, and I happen to really love this lamp. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. As usual, do let me know in the comments which items were your favorite. And if you haven't already, be sure you subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.